Hello students, today we are going to see chapter number 6 subsidiary books of standard 11 commerce subject account. So today we are going to see columnar books, that is columnar purchase book, columnar sales book, columnar purchase return book as well as columnar sales book. So this columnar sales book is according to goods. That means if a businessman is selling different type of goods, then he is supposed to prepare columnar books, and he can divide the goods according to goods the subsidiary book. That means let's say if a man he is selling different type of furniture, let's say sofa, chair, cupboard or bed, so he has to prepare different column in his purchase book as well as sales book, purchase return book, sales return book. So that is called columnar subsidiary books according to different type of goods. So this is the sixth part of the video. 1 to 5 part is already linked in the description. So let's see the columnar books in the sum. Is the columnar purchase book, columnar sales book, columnar purchase return book as well as columnar sales return book of Sri Pushpa Trading Company. So here we already discussed before the columns of the columnar book. So here it is because of the different type of goods. Here different types of goods we have written and there is a total of that. So this is how we are supposed to prepare columnar books according to different types of goods. And let's see the sum number 8. So here from the following transaction, prepare columnar purchase book, sales book, purchase return book and sales return book in the books of Sri Pushpa Trading Company, which deals in cereals. So different type of cereals is sold by Pushpa Trading Company. So very first transaction is on 2015 September 1st. Purchase from Bhavna Trading Company 1000 kg of wheat at rupees 20, 400 kg of rice at rupees 40 and 500 kg of bajra at rupees 15 per kg at 10% trade discount. So this is the purchase and we are going to write in a purchase book, and date is a 2015 September 1st. So here the name of the supplier is a Bhavna Trading Company. And Bhavna Trading Company account, and the invoice number is not given to us, so here we don't have to write anything. And wheat is 1000 kg at rupees 20, so that will be 20,000 and 10% trade discount, so it will be of 18,000. So wheat of rupees 18,000. Then next is a rice. So rice is 400 kg at rupees 40, so it will be 16,000 rupees, and from 16,000 if we are going to deduct 10% trade discount, so that will be 1600, so amount will be 14,400. so that will be for the rice. And now for the bajra, the amount will be 500 kg at rupees 15 per kg, so that will be 7,500 rupees, and 10% trade discount will be 750, so that will be 6,750 of bajra. And let's make the total of that. That will be 39,150. So this is the transaction number 1. Now let's see on date 3rd. Purchase from River Traders of 500 kg wheat at rupees 25 per kg, 300 kg of bajra at rupees 12 per kg on 1 month credit, and invoice number 223. So again we have made the purchase. So purchase we are going to write here, and the name of the company is a Pratibha Traders account, and invoice number is given to us, that is 223, and we have purchased only two things, that is wheat and bajra. So wheat we have purchased 500 kg at rupees 225. So that will be 500 into 25, and again there is no trade discount. So straight we are going to write down that will be 12,500. There is no discount, so straight we will write 12,500 for that. Okay. Now rice we haven't purchased, and the bajra will be of 300 kg and it is 12 rupees per kg. So that will be 3,600. So total of this will be 16,100. So that is date number 3. Now on date number 8, sold to Khushi traders 700 kg of wheat of rupees 30 per kg and 200 kg of rice at rupees 50 per kg. Trade discount is 10%. And invoice number is 102. So here we have sold the goods, so that we are going to write in a sales book. So 2015 September, and the date is, it is here 8, and we have sold to Khushi traders. Account, Khushi traders account, and invoice number is 102, and we have sold wheat. So wheat of 700 into rupees 30, so that will be 21,000, and from 21,000 if we are going to deduct 10% trade discount, so amount will be 18,900. And again next we have sold her rice. So rice of 200 kg at rupees 50, so that will be 10,000, and 10% trade discount, so that will be for 9,000. So total of this will be 27,900. Now let's see the transaction for date number 12. Purchase from Ram Rahim Trading Company 300 kg of wheat at rupees 15 per kg, 50% amount immediately paid. So it is a 50% cash transaction, but here we are considering whole transaction as a credit transaction, and we are going to write it in a purchase book, as we have purchased the goods from Ram Rahim Trading Company account. So here, and invoice number is a 250. It is a 250, and here we have purchased 300 kg of wheat at rupees 15. So here 300 kg of wheat and rupees is 15. So that will be 4,500. That we are going to write down here. 4,500. We have purchased only wheat. So total will be 4,500. We haven't purchased anything else. So for that. Now on 15, Khushi traders returned 100 kg of wheat as the same was of inferior quality. Issued credit note number 10 was given for the same. So here Khushi traders, to whom we have sold the wheat, from that she has returned the wheat of rupees 100. She has returned the wheat of 100 kg. Okay. So here it is a sales return. So here we are going to write down in a sales return book, that is 2015 September, and the date is 15. Khushi traders account, and here it is given to us credit note number 10, and here she has returned the wheat of kg 100, and Khushi traders we have sold the wheat of at rupees 30 per kg, so that will be 3000. From 3000, if we are going to deduct trade discount, so that will be for 2700. So here we are going to write down 2700 that she has returned the wheat to us, and that total amount again will be 2700. So for that. Now, goods received back from Kushi Traders was sent to Pratibha Traders, debit note number 15. So here, the same wheat we have purchased from the Pratibha Traders. So we are going to return that to the Pratibha, and from Pratibha we have purchased the wheat of rupees. From Pratibha we have purchased the wheat of at rupees 25 per kg. So that we are going to return her at 25 rupees per kg. Here we are going to write down here date. Here we are going to write down for the Pratibha, and we are that is on date number 18. Pratibha Traders account. Here debit note number is also given to us, and it is 50, and we are going to return her goods, that is wheat, and wheat 100 kg at the rupees 25 per kg. So that will be 2500. So for that. Now, next transaction is on date number 20. Purchase 400 kg wheat at rupees 20 per kg from Hetvi Traders on cash. So that is 20 is a cash transaction. So that we cannot record in the credit book. So here for date 20 cash transaction will be recorded in cash book. Again, let's see on date number 21. 50 kg wheat returned to Hetvi Traders, immediately cash received. Cash received, again it is a cash transaction. So cash transaction will be recorded in cash book. So 20 and 21 both are the cash transactions. On 23, purchase from Puja Traders 500 kg rice at rupees 60 per kg, 100 kg bajra at 18 per kg, trade discount 10%. Credit is 1.5 month. Invoice number 301. So here we have made purchase again on date number 23. So here we are going to write down Puja Traders. And invoice number is given to us. It is 301. And here we have purchased from Puja Traders rice 500 into 60. So that will be 30,000, and trade discount is 3,000. So that will be 27,000. And here next is a bajra 18 per kg and 1000 kg. So 18,000 and minus 1800. So that will be 16,200. So total of this will be 43,200. So that is purchase. Now let's see date number 25. 50% goods purchased from Puja Traders were sold to Pratna Traders by adding 20% profit. Invoice number 115. 50% amount was paid immediately by Pratna Traders. So as it is a half cash half credit transaction, but we are going to record it as a whole transaction credit, and we will write it here in a sales book 25, that is Pratna Traders. account. And invoice number is given to us, that is 115. And here, whatever we have purchased from Pooja, that is, it is a rice we have purchased, and rice we have purchased of rupees 27,000. But we have purchased the quantity of rice is a 500 kg. So from that, half of that will be 250 kg, and we are going to add the profit. So here the profit, for that we have to find it out. So if total is a 27,000 and make the half of that, that will be 13,500. 13,500, and on that we are going to add the if we are going to make 13,500, and on that if we are going to add the profit portion, that will be of 20%. So that is going to be 13,500 plus 20% of that. So that will be 16,200. And again, if we are going to make half of this, that will be 8,100. And on that, if we are going to add the profit of 20%, so that is going to be 9,750. That we are going to write here. It will be dash, and the rice will be 16,200, and bajra will be 9,720. 9,720. So total of them will be 25,920. Here we have made the half of this, that is 27. 50% of that will be 13,500, and on that we are going to add a 20% profit. So that will be 16,200. And the same way we are going to count for the bajra. Half of this will be 8,100, and 8,100, on that we are going to add the profit of 20%. So that will be 9,720. So for that. So here is the total of that. Now on 27, Pratna Traders returned 50% of goods which we have immediately returned to Pooja. So here on 27, Pratna Traders has returned half of the goods. So half of that will be Pratna Traders. Pratna Traders account. And here the credit note number is given to us, and that is 50% of goods which is immediately returned to Pooja Traders. So for that, sales return, and it will be given to us, half of this will be 8,100, and here half of the 9,720 will be 4,860. And total of this will be 12,960. This is the sales return. Now the same we are going to return to the Pooja. So for Pooja we are going to make the half, that is 1/4 of this. 1/4 of this we are going to return to the Pooja, as we have sold her half, and half of that will be returned to us. So we are going to make 27 divided by 4. So that will be 6,750. So here we are going to write down 127. The same way, Pooja Traders account. And that will be, Pooja Traders will be. Here we haven't purchased any wheat, and we have purchased the rice, and 127 divided by 4, it will be 6,750. Here 16,200 divided by 4, so that will be 4,050, and total of that will be 10,800. So for that, here on date number 20, Archana Trading Company has placed an order. So place an order is a non-economic transaction on 30. Non-economic transaction. Will not record. In the books. So here we are finished with all the transactions. Now let's make the total of this. So here let's see the total. So here total credit purchase for the month, and that will be for the week total will be 35,000. For the week the total will be 35,000, and for the rice it will be 41,400. For bajra it will be 26,550, and total of all will be 1,02,950. So this is the total credit purchase. Now let's see the total credit sales. So for that, here we are going to write down total credit sales, and total of this will be 18,900. Total of rice will be 25,200, and this will be 9,720, and total will be 53,820. So that is the total of credit sales. Now let's see the total credit purchase return. So here total credit purchase return, and that will be here 2,500, then 6,750, and 4,050, and total of this will be 13,300. So that will be total credit purchase return. Now let's see total credit sales return. So for that, let's make the total of that. Total credit sales return, and for that it is a 2,700, this is 8,100, this is 4,860, and total of that will be 15,660. So this is how we are supposed to prepare polymer books for the different type of books. Thank you students for watching this video. In our next video, we are going to see different polymer books for goods as well as expense. So in next video, we will see polymer books for the goods as well as expense.